Bakkies Botha gets out of there. Trying to give Farid Dupré another option. Now it's Bismarck Du Plessis.
Roll away, Black!
Farid Dupré just looks to assess the options. John Smith, the captain, is the first one. Now they're trying to get them all going. Defensive work from Brad Thorne. Still available for the Springboks. That's Mialamu and Kano trying to wrap their arms around the ball. Dupré gets it for the backs now. Steyn thought about the drop goal, as did Francois Steyn. All Blacks very quickly up on defence. De Villiers flung back in the tackle as well.
Let it go now, Black. Let it come, Black.
Still available for the Springboks, although they've lost 20-odd metres. Steyn has once again gone back deep into the pocket here, behind the All Blacks 10-metre line. Spies. They must build again now, the Springboks. Brousseau, the offload of Peterson, good tackle from Smith. And here comes Spies again, this time with a little bit more space to work with, but well read by Isaac Ross. 10 phases of play from the Springboks. Steyn is back deep, here's the drop goal attempt. It's high. And off the post. Muliaina. Well, that's the sensible choice from the All Blacks fullback. You've got to give credit to the All Black defence there. Springboks taking it through countless phases and not able to finish it with points.
Well, credit to both sides, really. But the ball went back, Steyn in the pocket. Didn't quite strike it as well as he would have liked. Had to get it up over the defender, squirted it out right. But the Springboks going through 8-9 phases, playing around the fringes, keeping the safe option, but really tightening the screws on this All Black side. And to be fair, their defence was solid.
Another massive leap from Bakkies Botha. Now Farid Dupré, a dummy kick really.
Stay your feet, lads.
Probe for the half gap. Jean de Villiers over the top of that ball. Just not allowing the All Blacks to get their hands anywhere near the ball. Now Farid Dupré's kick for JP Peterson to chase on to Sibibatu. Again not calling for the mark. And almost losing his footing, but now he's dangerous. Gets the pass away from Muliaina. Smith is outside and slips the first tackle. This is the chip and chase. Bakkies Botha is chasing back. And the pickup from Nonu, looking for support. Desperate defence from the Springboks.
Away, look in!
Wipu.
Offside.
For Smith, the Springboks are offside and will concede a penalty if Smith can't finish this. Isaac Ross leaves the ball behind and knocks it on.
Wow. Sivaveni Sibivatu. It's the second time he's taken a high up and under, not marked it, caught the Boks a little by surprise and set up a devastating counter-attack. Slipped one, still got away from his opposite number. And
you did not retire. I want to be consistent in this game. That's professional foul. You stopped the try, you scored. If you go no, you do not retire. Tackle in offside position. Professional foul.
Bakkies Botha now getting Simbin for a professional foul. Said he made a tackle in an offside position which prevented a try.
Nigel Owens has been very consistent. You can see Bakkies coming back here on the far right-hand side of your screen, never onside, making his way back very slowly indeed. He's got the yellow card. It didn't look like he could have been involved.
No, Joel, it didn't look like he could have been involved, but Nigel Owens there said, I've got to be consistent in this game, and I can understand that, you know, because fans, all they want is the same thing to be happening to both sides. So I suppose he's looking for a bit of consistency and to be able to explain himself afterwards.
Donald's kick is pure. His third penalty of the evening.
Well, this was a little chip over the top. Bakkies may well have been a little bit tight. Play on. Maybe it was before that. Well, in the first half, South Africa really capitalised on the yellow card of Isaac Ross, and just looking at the scoring there, Morne Steyn is just appearing everywhere. While Isaac Ross was off the field, New Zealand scored 13 points. South Africa, in fact, New Zealand conceded 13 and only scored 3.
Mialamu from the restart goes under the advancing tacklers. Wipu's kick fielded by Spies. Springboks will not want to scrum. So protection of the ball paramount. Here comes the drop goal from Francois Steyn. From inside his own half, way away to the right.
In the wet, slippery conditions, he still had the distance. Good enough strike, just fading off to the right.
Well, in the warm-up, he was banging them over from the halfway line and 5 metres in from touch, both off the kicking tee and with drop goals.
And what his attempt does, it just keeps pushing the All Blacks back. Donald will kick it out. South Africa will start to the ball.
Fourie du Preez. That's a huge up and under for Brian Habana to get underneath. Rokathoko couldn't gather. Matfield could. Steyn. De Villiers. And Brousseau. Caught by Smith in the tackle. Now De Villiers again. There's a knock on there. Fourie du Preez was, I think, looking for something a little more, but it was a case of no advantage for a previous indiscretion.
Richie McCaw may have been the up and unders causing chaos here with the back three of the All Blacks. It is slippery, it is swirly out there. Rokathoko didn't even get close to catching it, almost just rebounded off his shoulder. Tough conditions these for the back three, tough conditions too for the halfbacks, and of course for the hookers throwing in to the lineouts and handling errors. Tell the story. I saw a little picture of Percy Montgomery before the game against Graham Henry, who said what a wonderful kicking game the South African team have. Much of it due to the work of Percy.
It's a huge scrum from the All Blacks.
Before coming round, same scrum. Gone up before round.
The All Blacks wanted to put in there because they felt they'd taken the scrum through the 180 degrees. And Nigel Owens saying no, the scrum had gone up in the front row first, so South Africa get another chance at it. Juan Smith in the lock position.
This is a real test, guys, for a tight five missing their real muscle man, Bucky's Vuurto, and John Smith stepped into lock there. Then we'll know now these guys can go on and manage situations like this in the future, because to win a game when you've had yellow cards is what it's going to take in such a tight Tri Nations.
Difficult ball for Pierre Spies, but he handles it superbly. Matfield in quickly. McCaw over the top to make the steal. He knocked it on, though. I think there's 2 knocks there.
Well, then that's melee around the tackle and the breakdown. Very hard to get hands on the ball and control it. McCaw has knocked on 2 now, but certainly difficult for the man to try and pick it up in that melee. The Springbok coaching team, well, still looking a little bit stressed. They only lead by 6 points. There's 25 minutes to go still.
You're playing the ball and then on the ground. Hit the rocks up. Both sides.
John Smith too is taking a lot on his mantle here in the scrums. But this time he has got Heinrich Brousseau scrumming behind him.
Touch.
Well, the last scrum he didn't.
This time a quicker heel for the Springboks. Pierre Spies makes valuable meters. Du Preez. Juan Smith.
Away now.
Penalty Springboks.
Get to your feet first, then you can play the ball, okay?
All Blacks playing the ball off their feet, and no surprises. John Smith and Morne Steyn indicate they'll go for goal.
Richie McCaw, the man who was penalised there, got a hand on it quite early, then went to ground and continued to play it.
John Smith just showing a bit of experience and leadership there, guys, as we watch Morne Steyn go to break the record of Springbok points against the All Blacks. But John Smith just reminded Nigel Owens that he was looking for a consistent game, and he'd given away a penalty, 3 penalties in a row to the All Blacks. I think he's just reminding him that Richie might be on his way to the bin.
No problem from Steyn. He is an absolute machine. His 6th penalty. Justifiable applause from the bench. 2 yellow cards for South Africa, and South Africa have only conceded 3 penalties in the game. New Zealand have conceded 9, and the 1 yellow card.
Yeah, and discipline a major issue for the All Blacks. Lineouts have been tough, discipline even bigger.
Play on. Both good for the ball.
Shot once again.
Yeah, great work at the restart now. The launch downfield from Steyn. The All Blacks can be so dangerous. We've seen it many times in this test match from this position. Rokathoko with space in which to work up ahead of steam. Good tackle from Smith. We need to hold out while Bucky's Vuurto serves out his time. Nonu. Brilliant tackle from Fourie du Preez. Textbook. Wipu. Another tackle from Juan Smith. Love to know how many he's made in the game. And Heinrich Brousseau made the tackle over Sibibatu. Forced him to hang on and won the penalty.
Dead right. Great play from Heinrich Brousseau. The low centre of gravity, just making sure that he was very difficult to clear away. Take a bow.
Well, showing the value once again of a fetcher. Jake White famously said that a fetcher was somebody that brought him a beer in his lounge. If he lived with Heinrich Rousseau, he'd be on a case and a half a day.
Textbook stuff. Textbook stuff. The run was good from Sivivatu. Heinrich Rousseau just too good. Last week's man of the match thoroughly deserved it. And making a big impact here this afternoon. In fact, this whole green team has made a good impact.
A rare steal for the All Blacks on a South African throw. Soyalo tries to tidy up, but Bismarck du Plessis was quickly in there to try and rectify the mistake.
Push back. Push back. Stay.
Donald with a little dink over the top.
Oh, dreadful thing.
Jean de Villiers read it well. Juan Smith was going back to help.
Don't touch it.
And it's been turned over by the All Blacks. Danger once again. This is Sivivatu with two men in support out wide, but he's got plenty of pace on his own.
Advantage green.
Lost the ball there. The kick from Peterson into the arms of Soyalo. They'll come back for the scrum. And will Bucky's Guerta get on in time to pack down?
It's got about 30 seconds or so to go. The little run inside, and once again, Springbok defence shepherding the man inside, not allowing that space on the outside. And what a timely ankle tap it was.
Lost control, then kick forward, okay? That's a knock-on, sorry.
Change for New Zealand. Jerome Kano replaced by Kieran Reid. Reid winning his 9th Test cap for the All Blacks. Still a minute to go.